Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and another episode here on Witcombe Park. So, we are in the shop today. It is still May, but we really don't have anything else to do besides maintenance our vehicles. The new advanced damage system mod, I guess it's been a work in progress for a while, but the farm sim guy just posted a video on it and been a huge update to it, and it looks really good. So I've been alerted to the fact that both of my Massies are over their 25-hour maintenance window, I guess. So we have them both in the shop. I just got some of the feeding done, or some of the cows that needed feeding, because having the loader tractor down, if we find anything bad, is not going to be good, because we don't have any other tractors that we can move bales with and stuff. So we're going to start with this one. If you go up to the tractor and you hold R, it says performing visual inspection, and then this is going to pop up. So everything's okay. We got engine oil, coolant, hydraulic fluid, transmission oil. Then we go into cooling and air take, radiator, air intake duct, air filter, and then lubrication points. So then you also have in the shop, we go into the shop down in hand tools and miscellaneous. We have a grease gun, an air blower, and jumper cables. So those are brought up by just using your hand tools. You can blow off stuff, or you can grease. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I mean, that's really cool. That is really awesome. So I was alerted to the fact that, like, literally I was warming this up, or I was getting this going, and it was in the shop, and I was just moving it to make more space for the other Massey, and then I got a message saying that something might be wrong. So we're going to perform another visual inspection here. Everything's okay on it. So just visually, so we're going to actually come over here, the shop, and where you got to go to the repair menu. So it overhauls the repair menu as well. And our service window is overdue. Looks like the condition is good. Never had a maintenance, obviously, because we just added this, and maintainability is average. So I'm just going to do the inspection. I'm going to do a standard inspection, which is going to take about an hour. I'm just going to start that. Then I'm going to come over here into the repair menu, and I'm just going to do the maintenance on this. So this is going to take 4 hours. So you have different types. You have standard, which is going to take almost 5 hours, and it's going to cost 310 minutes, or $310. Minimal is less time, $200. Extended, almost 8 hours, or almost 7.5 hours, $390. And then preventative is an almost 10-hour job, and it's going to cost you like $1,200. So you can buy the quality. So if you need to repair any parts, you can use OEM or used parts, which is going to reduce your price, but it's also salvage parts, very cheap but extremely risky. So you actually have a 50% chance of more defects. Aftermarket going to be a little bit cheaper than OEM, and then obviously premium as well. So I'm just going to stick with OEM parts right now, since we do have a Massey dealership. We should be able to source some nice parts in for our tractors. We're actually going to just start a standard maintenance on this as well, and that's going to take us, what did it say, almost 5 hours. So during this time, I do not believe that you can actually drive your tractor at all. Yeah, so it says maintenance is in progress. So yeah, we need to come back in about an hour to check on the Massey And then we're just going to keep working on the loader tractor during that time too. All right, so the inspection we completed on the 6460, and it looks like we have a minor internal pump leak. Hydraulic implements are slightly slower, just a minor thing. Price is going to be $306, so we are going to repair it. May take 3 hours. All going to take the same amount of time, so I am just going to stick with OEM, and we're going to start it. So that's going to finish at 1801. So we'll do that, and then this is actually should be done until 1757. So both of these should be done within the same amount of time. But we still need to perform a service, just a routine service on this too. We got quite a bit to get done yet. Fixing these tractors. Okay, so you just see the messages up in the top right. Maintenance completed, no issues found. On the Massey, also looks like it cleaned it up too. It was very dirty, and it looks like it is now washed, which is kind of cool. I think we're gonna need to do a routine maintenance on the 6460, but I think we're gonna wait until next month to do that, because we actually need to get over and feed the cows for their nighttime feeding. All right, welcome into June. We're just mucking out the milking barn here. Because Red Tape Mod says it is time to do so. We had too much manure in the barns. So we already cleaned out the steer barn. We actually have 3 steers that could go if we wanted them to, up to market. But we have another one that isn't quite ready yet, so we actually might wait until next month to do that. And we'll just bring them all up at the same time. We have some sheep, male sheep, that we need to load up and bring up to market as well. That is going to be one of the jobs, and then I'm not sure, but I think we might be able to get up into the grass field again and get some hay cut, because that is the plan with at least that bigger field, to make hay out of that field. And then the other one that we mulched, I'm hoping we'll be able to be cut as well. We'll have to see. Again, I don't even know if this one's ready. It looks like it could be. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even remember what month we did our first cut in. These silage bales still aren't ready. So my guess is actually that if those silage bales aren't ready, the field isn't going to be ready either, unfortunately. One last bucket. Partial one. Actually pop out and close the gate this time. We had a few heifers graduate from the group pens into the heifer stalls. I'm kind of playing it like this side is our heifer stalls this side is for our milking cows. Obviously, I know that visually that's not how it's going to always work out because it's all just one nav mesh, but that is how I'm using my imagination. Obviously, it'd be preferable if it was possible to have two separate barns there, essentially. But unfortunately, that's not how it is set up. So we can drop this off. No longer need, I guess we should probably close the door. We no longer need the bucket, because that job is done. If we take a look at the mod, actually it's not going to update, but yeah, we had, this is how much we had in the pens, in the barns. We only are allowed 5,000, so we had to get those guys mucked out. Actually just gonna park this up right here for now. We ran out of silage bales this morning as well, so we have been feeding just straight grass bales. Unfortunately, my thought is that we are going to buy in some bales. We're gonna call around, see who has some silage bales. Might even buy in some hay bales, so we can start making some TMR and producing some more milk. That would be nice to be able to do. The straight silage is not the most productive thing for our milkers. It gets us by, but yeah, it'd sure be nice to get some more productivity out of those girls. We're just taking a look at the field. It is ready to harvest, but I think it could probably go one more growth stage. My concern is that we have moisture's 18%, nearly 19%. My concern is that we have oats to get off next month. So I don't know if we're actually going to be able to get a second cutting next month because we're going to be busy getting oats off. So we might actually end up cutting that field a little bit early. These guys have not visually changed for some reason, but they are. We look at our actual cow shed. They are actually bigger cows, so I don't know why it's not changing. I'm just walking. We're taking a little walk over here to this other field to see what we got. My guess is that it's going to be the same. Yeah, it can be cut. Just want to get a moisture reading. Pretty much the same. We're gonna get some sheep loaded up into the animal trailer. We're gonna get them sold. Some lambs, male lambs that we've been raising for about 3 months now. They need to be sold off, and that'll be nice because we should get a little bit more room in our pasture as well. Alright, just made it up here to the livestock market. Let's see what we bring in for these. I have no idea what that sound just was. Hopefully you guys didn't hear it. Sell selected. Oh, only like 1,500. So not the most profitable thing, but it is what it is. It's some money at least. And then, once we get back to the farm, I am going to get that maintenance done on this tractor. So it quits beeping at me. Down here, it says service. So that means that we're over a 25-hour mark. We need to get this serviced. Hopefully that will help us avoid a major breakdown which will cost us a lot of money. Because for farm sim standards, this tractor has a lot of hours on it. Alright, so we have been working away in this field, getting it cut. This is the one that we mulched down. I want to work on this one first. We'll see how much we can get, what we think we'll get off it. It's actually been, it seems like we'll get a pretty decent yield from it. But I just got a warning message from the advanced damage mod that it's hot out and there's a possibility of of the tractor overheating, and that we might need to check the radiator. So we're actually going to just do a quick visual. Oh, we gotta stop the engine, my bad. Visual inspection, and it seems like it's bad. We might need to blow it out. So we'll check and see what it finds. Okay, so it's good, but we just need to keep an eye on that. Thought that was pretty cool. I do like that it pops up these little tutorial notes every now and then. That's pretty nice. We'll just finish off this field quick. And then I think we're gonna get the header hooked up to the loader tractor. And we'll get that out here. We're gonna call up Tom, see if he's available to run the tedder for us. The one thing I don't necessarily like about running 1 day months is that I like to split up my haymaking process essentially. I like to cut and then in the next in-game day, maybe then we ted it. And then the day after that we'll rake and bale it, type of a thing. That's usually how I like to go about it, but just to kind of simulate some time of grass drying, because heading the grass is not always an instant thing, so. But it is what it is. We're running the 1 day seasons right now, so we'll go along with it. We'll get that turned off. Man, the animations and the sounds on this Krone mower are just so good. Takes a while to slow it down, and but talking about season length, I do think going into next year I would like to increase our seasons days, like the amount that we have, because especially with this advanced damage mod, there is, if you get a real bad issue with your tractor, it could take multiple days, but that doesn't count, take into account that only 1 day is a whole month. If you have a 4 day, breakdown, your tractor could be out of service for 4 months. So I kind of want to keep that in mind, because I definitely don't want to have a tractor that's going to be out of commission for 4 months. So that would not be fun. Lost where I was in the tractor for a second. We'll just open up this gate. Like I said, I want to get the Massey going on the tedder, see what Tom's doing, and then hopefully he can come out and get going on that field for us. Tom's just showed up and we were kind of showing him the ropes on how to run the tedder. Pretty simple. But just wanted to make sure he had it down before he got out there. And we are just mowing away now. I was testing the moisture a little bit. I'm not seeing any difference with it. I half expected the moisture to just reduce immediately once you tested it, but yeah, again, I'm not seeing any difference. So I was hoping it would kind of be an immediate change, but we have quite a ways to go to get that hay down. because it's at like 17% and we need it below 7% in order for it to be hay once we bale it. Yeah, we gotta kind of get that figured out, because that would mean that I have it set to when you head it, it reduces the moisture by 5%. So that means we'd have to get it at least headed twice. Which, I don't necessarily think that I want to have him run the tedder on a field twice. Like, we could have him go on that field and then come to this field and then go back to that field, but it's almost like I'd just rather wait a month and then bale it up, or then have him run it again and then bale it up. But again, I think next month we are really going to be in a time crunch trying to get the oats off. But again, we have a window. I think there's a 2-month window to get those oats off, so we don't technically need to get the oats off all in 1 month either. Just me thinking out loud again. A lot of the time when I'm recording these videos, I don't really like think ahead very well. I just hit record when I feel like there's a good spot to start recording and start talking away. I feel like sometimes I feel like I need to plan things out a little bit better, but it is what it is. It's also nice to just hop on and play, too. And that's kind of the best way to do it for me, is not really thinking about it. I just hop on, play, and hope it turns into a video, I guess. Welcome back. It has been a little bit since we've seen you. We have got the other field baled and the bales stacked and put away into storage. We got this field mowed, tedded twice. Went over it twice, and now we're baling, and we're nearly complete here. We got 2 interesting messages from the realistic damage mod, which is kind of cool. One was about wheel slip, and the other one was overload warning. I kind of took a little screen grab of each before, and so I could pop them onto the screen here. But the one is saying that this tractor, when going uphill, essentially is when I got that message. That's saying that it's under heavy load, which, if you're looking here, this is the usage where my mouse is. It's the engine usage right there. So I mean, it's jumping up to nearly 100% when we're going uphill. So it's essentially saying, like, try to reduce the load by limiting the speed with cruise control, or ease off the throttle, essentially. Because that could be an expensive issue. And then the other one is the wheel slip one. Same thing, we were going uphill with the baler, and it said, looks like your wheels are slipping badly. You may even be stuck right now and not in the mood for advice, but keep this in mind. Wheel slip is one of the most destructive factors for transmission and will bring your next service visit much closer. So that is interesting. It honestly makes running your vehicle so much different. You really got to think about it. Oh, and I even got another one that I wasn't able to take a screen grab of. It's about turning too tightly when the PTO is on. So it's just crazy how it actually can recognize all of those things and actually can cause some unwanted issues with your tractors. It's a really cool mod. It's honestly probably one of the coolest mods that I've seen for Farm Sim so far, script mods wise. There's a lot of really good script mods right now for Farm Sim 25, but this one is really good. Very in depth. There's a lot to it. It just keeps, I keep doing stuff and a little tip will pop up and, okay, well, I didn't think that that would be even possible in this game, so very cool. Definitely recommend checking it out. But we are nearing completion with the baling. We have rain coming. Not a huge shower, but it's a big enough one that we... Oh yeah, see? So we were under so much load that our little warning symbol came up here. I wasn't even paying attention to it. I was talking. So I'm very interested to see like what our first issue is going to be with one of our tractors, and if it's going to come at a very unwanted time, let's say, when it's probably going to happen when we're real busy. We got all the tractors running. I'm happy it didn't happen right now, but it really keeps jumping. Pretty much anytime the baler pushes the bale, it kind of jumps up into the yellow around 90%. I'm not gonna worry about this hay around the outside of the field because it didn't get tedded, so it's just gonna be grass anyway. So I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna get this unloaded. Then we have the Massey hooked up, ready to go. Start loading our bales. We'll get this folded up, put away, and then we'll start working on loading bales up. I'll swing by where I loaded these bales. We're actually putting them in this silage clamp here. We had a few grass bales, a few hay bales, because the few spots in that field, in this field here, even after heading it twice, still wasn't to the appropriate moisture. But because we're racing against the weather, I was willing to take that loss. I mean, we can use the grass bales for the sheep, so not a complete loss, to be honest. Alright, we are unloading the last few bales that were on the trailer. We have a few yet in the field that we're not going to worry about actually unloading from the trailer, or loading onto and then unloading from the trailer. It's always interesting trying to find a good spot to park this trailer when unloading. It's just so tight. I think if we ever get a telehandler someday, which I'd really like to do, it might be a little bit easier to maneuver around. Just because usually they kind of have that crab steering type mechanic. The other reason why I would like to really get a telehandler is because now with the realistic damage mod, if this tractor goes down, we have nothing to use to handle bales or anything really. This is the only loader that we have on the farm, so I think it would probably be wise to get something else. No idea what that would be at the moment, but it's gonna be something, because that would not be good. We cannot be without a loader tractor. So we have 2 more hay bales and 2 grass bales. Those are from the outside area. I actually did end up going back and baling that outside grass. I just figured, you know what, it's there, so we're not gonna waste it. Let's just do it really quick. Didn't take too long. But going uphill at about 2 miles an hour is not really the best or the most fun. So I'm thinking the theme of this series is going to be overpowered tractors. Big tractors moving little implements. And now, with the change that the damage mod adds, I do not want to be tearing up our tractors because they can't perform going up the steep hills. But with that being said, that is where we are going to end this video. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to the YouTube channel members. Your support is always extremely appreciated. If you haven't yet, definitely hit the like button, subscribe, and comment below. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next one.